Hey guys, this is Moriarty, and today I have with me Big K from LittleBIG Gaming,
Hey guys, how are you today?
and he's going to play the role of Crypto Spook.
Although I'm way more entertaining than crypto, let's face it.
I think we can all agree with that. So today we're taking a look at a game called CrossCode, which I know absolutely nothing about.
This game is amazing. It is a game from Radical Fish Games, which is an action RPG game that was crowdfunded on Indiegogo. It went in early access on Steam in 2015, I think it was May, and I just love the game. There's actually no word. I felt nostalgic while playing it. It made me feel like I was playing a little bit of Chrono Trigger without the battling system, should I say. But overall, it's perfect for a guy that grew up on, playing Nintendo and Super Nintendo games of that sort and genre. It's just completely awesome.
It looks to me a little bit like Stardew Valley with action.
That's another way of looking at it. It's a lot of action. You get to, range or melee damage that you're doing. You're just walking around and doing some quests and progressing the storyline.
Quests like the legendary bunny.
Yes. It's such a nice concept because, without spoiling the game too much, you're actually playing an avatar playing an MMO game. So it's super meta on top of everything, and it's hilarious because that character that you're playing has speech issues. Like, her speech kind of core system has not been uploaded properly, so she only has select words in her vocabulary, and it just makes the reaction from other characters interacting with her so funny.
So I'm going to take it there's not a branching dialogue then.
No, negative. And I like that because, although an RPG comes with these branching dialogue options and, there's progression where, depending on what story, what speech you're using, it can change the storyline. It's very linear in a way, but it's very cool. I love it.
So what kind of game is it then?
So it's an action RPG, as I mentioned, and you're running around doing these quests to become a seeker and unlock some elements, which also, there's, without spoiling anything, tells you a bit of who you are, because you don't know, you're playing this character, but you don't know who you are because you have a serious case of amnesia.
All right, amnesia, RPG. This is a crazy looking game, man.
Yeah, there's puzzles, there's dungeons, there's skill trees. It's a lot of fun. And it's the type of game that you can just take on and play for 10-15 minutes and drop it, save, and then come back later. It doesn't require to be in front of a computer for hours at a time, although I found myself to be playing 3-4 hours straight and then realizing, oh man, I've been playing I've been playing for way too long and I need to get some rest.
So for the Steam Awards, you would have given this your just 5 more minutes award.
Absolutely. I think that's what I said it as.
Excellent.
These puzzles, there's some of the puzzles that I had to redo over and over again. There's some of them that are super challenging, and you need to constantly block these incoming missiles, or else you just fall and die and you need to restart. It's fun though because you don't need to restart from the beginning. There's kind of checkpoints when you do puzzles like that, which makes it a lot easier and a lot less bound to just say, you know what, screw it, I'm done for the night.
You said it was an Indiegogo game, right?
Yeah.
So this is one of the very few games to come from a crowdfunding source and actually get released.
Yeah, and there's tons of planned updates as well. So they were kind of slow to pick it up, but recently, even I think today, there was an update on the website saying, hey guys, here's the updates that we're planning for the next 6 months. And that every patch includes some type of content and stuff that backers from the Indiegogo crowdfunding campaign, were planned. So it's a lot of fun, and it's good to see that, crowdfunding, although it has a bad rep in most cases with games, we have these success stories and it's actually a really nice game.
Looks like you failed.
I fail for a long period of time.
And there are bosses as well.
Yeah, and like this boss, I didn't complete the game yet, but you can see that these gigantic, monstrous beasts are just coming at you with everything they got. It's a type of boss that, you know, they always kind of have a weird method that you can defeat them, because just your pure lasers or missiles or whatever will not defeat them. And it's a lot of fun because you constantly find yourself moving around, and you need to be stealthy in a way, and you need to know when to attack. And I don't know, I may be a fanboy by now, and you can notice that, but it's a lot of fun.
Sort of reminds me of like a bullet hell boss.
A what?
A bullet hell? You know, like, you've got a little ship that goes up and down on the side of the screen, and then you come across the boss, and, you know, they've got the tentacles, and they shoot all the bullets out, and big spirals, and yeah, it feels kind of like that.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely, and it's you know, there are other bosses as well, and they all have different strategies to defeat them, and it's just that's the game really. You do dungeons, you do quests, you do bosses, you unlock new skills, you progress your skill tree, and it's fantastic.
So it's a bullet hell as an RPG. That's kind of interesting. I like that.
Yeah.
So is this co-op or multiplayer or anything like that?
Single player only.
Okay.
As far as the updates go, I don't think there's any intention to open this to be a multiplayer game. But I mean, they're still very active with the community, so I'm assuming that there is a chance of making this potential multiplayer game in the future. Maybe after it's released in a patch, but right now I don't think that this is planned.
Okay.
What do you think? Would you play that game?
How many hours does this game take, would you say?
I don't know how long. I can tell you how long I played it for so far, and I'm nowhere close to being done the game, according to the updates.
Okay.
I played 18 hours total.
So you're 18 hours into the game and you don't feel like you've gotten anywhere near the end?
Oh, no. Nowhere close. But I'm the type of guy that's going to be playing these games and religiously do all the side quests before the main plot line as well. And
So you've got a little bit of Fallout-itis in it, where you can't possibly complete the main mission, because what if you close something off?
Absolutely. I don't want to miss anything. I want to get all the good gear before, you know, confronting the boss.
That way you're so completely overpowered at that point.
Absolutely. And it becomes a cakewalk by then, for sure.
Oh man, the number of games where I've been in and I get to the end boss and you just walk right through them because you've already leveled yourself up way too high to be able to do anything. Oh man. So there's a game called Two Worlds.
Is that an action game, like a shooter game?
It's like an action RPG, but it's not a shooter. It's a medievally swords and sorcery kind of thing.
Okay.
I remember I did every single side quest in that before I ever started the story missions. And by the time I started the story missions, I'm fighting bosses and I'm coming up on the boss and they're saying things like, oh, this is going to be the toughest fight yet. And then you one hit kill them.
Yeah, definitely the type of stuff. I think it's a bit tougher in this type of game specifically because there is a strategy to it, and you know, if you're not careful and if you don't block the attacks, then you're gonna get obliterated really quickly. But I get the point. That's it's good that they have so many side quests that it's gonna keep you entertained up until you just want to go back to the plot, the main plot line, or you're just done for the night and you're gonna wait until the next day to do more side quests.
So I don't know. This looks like a cool game to me. I would try it out. I'm not sure that because of my type of gameplay, right? I don't play games for 50 hours anymore. I never have the time to play them anymore. So when I can complete a game in 8 hours, that's definitely something that's a lot more intriguing to me. But that being said, I still think I'd probably try it out. And you know, with how you're evangelizing this game, I have to assume that I would at least enjoy it, right?
Absolutely. I mean, even if it's not for the story, if it's just for walking around and shooting, you know, balls at people and killing them, and doing the legendary bunny quests. It's totally worth it.
So this is $20, $19.99. Would you say that it is worth that then?
I'd say it's worth it, and it's worth gifting to a friend, especially if they're going to do a review to it, and it will become super popular.
Okay, guys. So there you go. That's CrossCode. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Is this a game that you would try out? Would you play 50 hours of it? Would you play 100 hours of it? If you like it, like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. Be sure to subscribe, check out the Patreon, and we'll see you on the next one.